Worried about flakes since my grunge days. Remember them?
Trying not to.
Head and Shoulders, the #1 dermatologist recommended dandruff brand.
Good job. Still running in the morning?
Yeah,
Getting your vegetables every day?
when I can.
Could have had a V8. 2 full servings of vegetables for only 50 delicious calories.
Frequent heartburn? The choice is yours. Chalky. Not chalky. Temporary. 24-hour. Lots of tablets. 1 pill. You decide. Prevent acid with Prevacid 24-hour.
Dateline Friday. He opened the door and found his wife dead.
I see it every time I close my eyes.
But that was just the beginning of his nightmare.
He was a broken man.
The rest happens here. Dateline Friday. Don't watch alone.
If these legs could talk, they'd say they look and feel great without varicose veins.
Vein Clinics of America can develop a customized treatment plan just for you. So call VCA today.
And listen to your legs.
I'm Hilary Farr. You see me on TV helping people make the right design choices for their home and style because style is emotional and personal. That's why Art Van helps you customize your furniture. Color, fabric, and texture with hundreds of choices, so it's just perfect for you. My advice? Go as far as your imagination will take you and never settle. Art Van Furniture. Custom furniture without the custom price.
The most effective class of treatment for nasal allergies are 24-hour prescription nasal sprays. And now, one's available without one. New Nasacort. It relieves your worst nasal allergy symptoms, even congestion, for 24 hours. Nasacort stops more of what makes you miserable. I like to go off my own beaten path. The little girl next door, little rocker chick. Ooh, this is a really nice designer. $100 would go and get you maybe a dress at a regular retail store, but at Burlington you can get a dress and the purse and shoes. You kind of feel like, oh yeah, amazing.
Bingo!
Darn it. I was one square away from winning that game.
It's a shame Sadie isn't here today. She always wins. Could have won the big prize.
You know that could have helped her with some of Jim's funeral expenses.
There wasn't any life insurance?
No, there wasn't. I've been trying to convince her to call about the Colonial Penn program to make sure they had coverage. But she was worried they wouldn't be accepted because of their health.
I had life insurance with them too. I had concerns, but I didn't have to take a physical or even answer any health questions. My acceptance was guaranteed.
I should get some life insurance for myself. I'm kind of on a fixed budget, though. I don't know if I can afford it.
I thought the same thing. It works out to be about 35 cents a day. That's just $9.95 a month per unit of coverage.
I think I can afford that. I'm going to give them a call.
And now you can help protect your loved ones from the burden of your final expenses with a guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policy through the Colonial Penn program. In today's world, uncertainty seems to be the new norm. With life insurance through the Colonial Penn program, there is no uncertainty. If you're age 50 to 85, your acceptance is guaranteed. You don't have to answer any health questions or take a medical exam. You cannot be turned down because of your health. For $9.95 a month per unit of coverage, you can take an important step toward protecting your loved ones. You can have affordable quality insurance at a rate which is guaranteed to never go up. Call about the Colonial Penn program now and let a representative help you get started.
G47.
Take an important step toward protecting your family by calling 1-800-372-6800 for free information and a free gift. Or visit cpdirect.com. 1-800-372-6800.
Are you afraid of getting out of debt, stressed out, but afraid to do anything? Filing bankruptcy is like going to the dentist. Most people wait and stress out, but feel a lot better once they go. In bankruptcy, just like the dentist, can be painless. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Call us now or log on to infotapes.com. You won't know how good you'll feel being debt-free until you do.
1-800-401-4010. NBC5 News, where every important story comes together.
When school assignments have you stumped, call the NBC5 and Telemundo Homework Hotline, 312-645-5555.
Live from NBC5, this is NBC5 News Today at 4:30.
Breaking news right now at 4:30. A police pursuit ends in a deadly accident at the South by Southwest Festival in Austin, Texas overnight when a suspected drunk driver plows into a crowd. And also breaking overnight, the death toll rises after a massive explosion causes 2 apartment buildings to collapse in New York. And a warning this morning about the very real danger of falling ice. A warning that came too late for one man. Good Thursday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Daniela Guzman. And I'm Michelle Rutherford, and for Stephen Holt. Today, it is Thursday, March 13th. Only 7 more days until spring. Let's start out, as always, with Andy Avalos. First check on the forecast. Much quieter than yesterday. Andy, good morning.
Good morning. What a difference a day makes. Literally 24 hours ago, we were dealing with a heavy producing snowstorm. This morning couldn't be any quieter. It's 4:31 on a Thursday, heading out the door. Skies are mostly clear, so as we scan the region with live Doppler 5, precipitation free. Not a flake of snow to be found in your forecast this morning as you head out the door. That's good news. And yesterday we had the howling wind. This morning winds are calm or only in the single digits, so that's a good start to the day. However, with the clear skies and the light wind, it's a much colder start. Temperatures are dropping into the single digits in our coldest spots inland. Most areas are still in the teens, as is the case in the city. It's a little bit warmer, but again, the wind speed is calm, so the wind chill is almost identical to the temperatures. Let's see if Kai has good news on the roads.
Well, Andy, we actually have a lot going on for 4:30 in the morning. Overall, the picture looks pretty decent, but check out the outbound Stevenson. Yesterday, IDOT decided they needed to do some emergency bridge deck repair. Outbound 55 right at King Boulevard, so coming off Lakeshore Drive, 2 right lanes are blocked currently there. Again, outbound Stevenson at King Drive through, quote, this afternoon. That's all we know from IDOT on that ongoing repair. And also early this morning, we've got a car into a ditch outbound Bishop Ford right around Stony Island. But let's talk about the Chicago Skyway and what happened there very early this morning. The Skyway reopened now after an overnight crash that needed hazmat crews to clear the road. Police say a semi spilled diesel fuel when it hit a car traveling the wrong way in the southbound lanes on the Skyway near 76th. Police say there were 2 minor injuries, one to the driver of the car and one to the driver of the semi. This happened at 1:30 this morning, but again, the lanes are reopened, and that happened about an hour and a half ago. That is a look at the roads. Michelle, over to you. All right, Kai, thank you. And we are following breaking news from Austin, Texas, where tragedy struck the popular South by Southwest Music Festival overnight. Take a look at this amateur video. It shows the moments after a car ran through a barricade, hitting a crowd of people outside of a bar and concert venue. A man and a woman on a moped were killed, at least a dozen others injured, 5 critically. Witnesses saw it all unfold.
All of a sudden, this car was like driving through, like hit 10 people, going like 70 miles per hour. Yeah. It just took off. It hit all these people right here.
Well, the driver is now in custody, and police say they suspect he was drunk and trying to get away from them when he ran through that barricade.
Well, we're also following breaking news in the deadly gas blast in New York City. We now know 6 people died in the earth-shaking explosion. Firefighters pulled the bodies of 2 men and women from the rubble in East Harlem early this morning. Officials say several people are missing at this hour. More than 60 are recovering right now at the hospital, and investigators are blaming a gas leak for triggering the powerful blast that flattened 2 apartment buildings yesterday.
Huge explosion. We thought that the train had exploded. I heard boom, and my windows rattled.
Well, neighbors say they smelled gas a short time before the blast. The utility company sent out 2 crews, but they arrived moments too late. We will have a live report from New York in our 5 o'clock hour.
Well, here at home, a warning in the loop. You need to watch out for falling ice.
A couple of pedestrians have already been struck near downtown buildings. NBC5's Lauren Petty is live for us in the loop where icicles are becoming a very real danger. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning. I think we're all excited about the warm-up on the way, but with that warm-up comes a warning. Watch out for falling ice. You can see it on signs like this one where we are on North Franklin. Now, we talked to one man who was walking in the loop when he got hit by a chunk of ice that sent him to the emergency room.
The thing that really scared me is there was a lot of blood, and I reached up and my hands were filled with blood, and there was blood all over the place.
His head is bandaged now, and Dan Curry was hit while walking near Washington and Wells yesterday morning. He is going to be okay, but he said it felt like he was getting hit with a baseball in the head. Now, Curry told our Rob Elgis some good Samaritans did stop to help him.
They carried me underneath the roof because more icicles started falling.
Jeez.
And so
You were the only one that got hit.
I was the only one that got hit, but I told everybody let's get underneath there because I don't want anybody else to get hit.
But somebody else did get hit across town. A woman got hit near St. Clair in Ohio. She was taken by ambulance to the hospital. And take a look at this car. Falling ice smashed the windshield while somebody was behind the wheel on Lakeshore Drive. Thankfully, there wasn't a major accident. Now, we're coming to you this morning live, back here live. You can see we're under a canopy right now. And really, that's all you can do over the next couple of weeks is walk under canopies when you can and just stay alert. We're live here in the Loop this morning. Lauren Petty, NBC5 News.
Thank you, Lauren. All right, Lauren, thank you. Also, new this morning, Chicago's pothole-riddled roads are in for a makeover. Mayor Rahm Emanuel is set to announce an expanded street paving program today. It will cover 333 miles, and it's nearly double what the city paved in 2011. It's part of the mayor's Building a New Chicago program. Since the mayor's first term in office, nearly 1/4 of Chicago streets have been resurfaced.
At 4:36 right now, in this morning, Chicago police issue an alert after a woman was sexually assaulted on the northwest side. The victim was walking near Armory and Pulaski around 1:30 Tuesday morning when a man pulled her into a gangway and assaulted her. He then took off on a bicycle. The man was wearing a black and yellow jacket with blue jeans. If you have seen anything there, call police.
Well, this morning, an important development in a story NBC5 investigates first broke. Northwestern University says a professor accused of sexual harassment will not teach next quarter. Female student accused philosophy professor Peter Ludlow of harassment, a charge he denies. Ludlow was replaced for the remainder of this term. Well, now university says he will not teach next quarter either.
Well, thanks to yesterday's brutal weather, a suburban women's softball team will play 3 games on short rest today. The Wabanza Community College team arrived at O'Hare early yesterday morning for a 10:30 flight to Florida. Because of delays, they did not make it there until 1:20 this morning, and they didn't get to their hotel until about an hour ago.
4:37 this morning. It's time to get a check on our forecast. And so we said just very quieter this morning, but much colder also.
It certainly is, but you know, you just mentioned O'Hare, things are much quieter there now. Visibility's back to 10 miles, the skies are clear, but it's a considerably colder start to the day. So heading out the door, readings will, well, you'll feel the chill as you begin your morning. It's 19 degrees along the lakefront this morning, so that's not terrible, but certainly it is cold enough. And there is a bit of a breeze this morning, sending our wind chill value down to 8 degrees. The wind is calm though in many locations, but we do have one along the lakefront, the breeze that is, dropping into the teens as we begin Thursday morning, but some in the locations are dropping into the single digits, way up to the west in the Fox Valley and way up to the northwest this morning in McHenry County, single digits showing up there. But as I mentioned, the wind is very light. It will be increasing throughout the day, and our temperatures will as well, but very slowly. It won't go up much. By lunchtime, we're still in the mid to upper 20s as we go through the afternoon with maximum daytime heating. By 4 o'clock, we'll find ourselves pretty much in the mid 30s in most locations, upper 30s to the far south. So again, temperatures in the 30s today. The wind will be picking up, so it'll still feel cooler, and these readings will hold fairly steady as we head into the evening hours in the 30s, and there they will stay, I think, during the overnight hours as well. So later tonight into tomorrow morning won't be as cold. But this morning certainly is cold under generally clear skies. We'll see our clouds increasing as we go through the morning hours, and then we'll have partly to mostly cloudy skies midday, and then a little more sunshine before the day is done. So we'll gradually climb from the teens into the 30s. A much warmer day on the way for tomorrow, and then we'll look ahead to the weekend in a few minutes. Here's Connie.
All right, Andy. Well, there's one crash out there. It's outbound on the Bishop Ford at Stony Island, and the car off the freeway there into a ditch, so authorities are on the scene. Other than that, we're looking pretty good when it comes to crashes on the inbound side of Kennedy. No major problems coming in from the I-190 interchange and all the way into the Circle interchange. That's still under 20 minutes, and it's about 7 minutes from Montrose down into the Circle. Let's glance outside and check in with one of our tollway cameras. And looking at these conditions, nice and dry for the morning. 294 looking good out in Roseland. Daniela.
Okay, Kai, thanks so much. We need your help to support Chicago women in need. In honor of Women's History Month, NBC5 is proud to be teaming up with Belfer for our 8th annual clothing drive to benefit Tower of the House and Clara's House. All you have to do is donate new or gently used business suits, dresses, pants, some blouses, shoes, and toiletries at NBC Tower from now until March 28th. You could also search Clothing Drive on our website for more information, NBCChicago.com. It's a really good cause to help us and women in need.
Helping a lot of people.
So President Obama wants to change the rules involving overtime pay, and we are also following developing news on a missing Malaysian plane in from Ukraine.
Also ahead this morning, a wild chase is caught on tape when a man carjacks several vehicles, one with a little boy inside. Plus,
Well, the Bears are using free agency to make sure their defense never has a season like it did last year. And heading the list of new players, well, his name is Houston. He played for Oakland and plans to start here in Chicago. We got the talent show at Alice Hall coming up next in sports.
I wanted to continue my education and work in a field that I love. I did some research and found out Northwestern College has a history that sets them apart. They've been educating Chicagoland for over 110 years, and the instructors are passionate about their field and dedicated to your success. They provided me with the right skills and confidence to work in the industry. Make the right choice. Visit today at northwesterncollege.edu or call 888-205-2253. Northwestern College, educating Chicagoland for 110 years.
Introducing the newly designed Wickstrom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Barrington.
I'm Colin Wickstrom. We invite you to experience our all-new dealership facility where you can browse an incredible selection of new Jeep vehicles.
Don't miss the award season event right now at Wickstrom Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Barrington.
Cleaning away calcium, lime, and rust buildup is cleaner with CLR. It's safe enough to carry the EPA Designed for the Environment label. Yet it has a powerful cleaning formula that you can trust to dissolve tough calcium and lime deposits and surface rust stains quickly and easily. Crusty white buildup on shower heads and hard water stains from coffee pots. Plus, it helps dishwashers and washing machines clean better. Safe, effective CLR. We make cleaning cleaner.
CLR is available at these fine stores.
I'm Hilary Farm. You see me on TV helping people make the right design choices for their home and style because style is emotional and personal. That's why Art Van helps you customize your furniture. Color, fabric, and texture with hundreds of choices, so it's just perfect for you. My advice? Go as far as your imagination will take you and never settle. Art Van Furniture. Custom furniture without the custom price.
If these legs could talk, they'd say they look and feel great without varicose veins.
Depending on your plan, insurance can help cover your varicose vein treatments at Vein Clinics of America. So call VCA today.
And listen to your legs.
On the next Access Hollywood.
She is the only person ever to swim nonstop from Cuba to Florida without a shark cage at the age of 64. Meet Dancing with the Stars real-life superwoman Diana Nyad.
Then an all-star panel of bachelors and bachelorettes hit our stage to talk about one controversial person. Any guesses? Juan Pablo.
Plus, our exclusive with Steve Carell, stalked by an Oscar winner.
Next Access Hollywood.
Tonight at 6:30 on NBC5.
Some developing details this morning about that missing Malaysian plane. U.S. investigators believe it actually flew on for hours after it lost contact with air traffic control. They're basing that on data from the engines that's automatically downloaded and transmitted to the ground. Meanwhile, Vietnam says it has thoroughly searched an area where debris was spotted on Chinese satellite images. There's been no sign of the plane or the 239 people on board. Senator Dick Durbin of Illinois will travel to Ukraine along with other senators today to get a close look at the crisis there. That's right, NBC's Tracy Potts reports on the latest developments from Washington.
5 Republicans and 3 Democrats head to Kiev today to meet with Ukraine's new government. Back home, lawmakers can't agree on whether to include sanctions for Russia in a $1 billion loan package.
It's more important than ever that we move forward on a sanctions package to show Russia that there's going to be real consequences.
Loan money that will find its way very quickly into Russia's hands.
Ukraine's prime minister in Washington made the rounds on Capitol Hill and sat down with President Obama to discuss Ukraine's future.
They cannot have a country outside of Ukraine dictate to them how they should arrange their affairs.
Sunday's election will decide if that southern region, Crimea, wants to break off and join Russia. The prime minister says they're willing to negotiate, but first, Russian troops must go.
We are ready to negotiate, but it's difficult to have any kind of talks having the barrel knocked at your head.
Russian troops still patrol Crimea. That region's pro-Russian government has taken over